Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, my group want to present about the function of Election Commission in Malaysia. These are the contents of our presentation, which the first one is Introduction to the Function of Election Commission in Malaysia. The second one is the function of it. The third one is the impact of it. And the last one is conclusion. Introduction to the Election Commission in Malaysia. According to Elijah Core 2012, an election is an occasion when people vote for somebody to represent them, especially during a government or the process of electing an individual or government. Election is an important element in a democratic country like Malaysia, which this democracy system has been practiced since 1955 when Malaysia was on its stance to regain independence. The Committee of Malaysia was established on 4 September 1957 consistent with Article 114 of the Federal Constitution. During its establishment, the committee comprised of just one chairman and two members, which the primary chairman of the committee was Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. Mustafa Al-Bakri bin Haji Hassan, while the members were Mr. Lee Iribun and Mr. Dick Singh. According to Suruhanjaya Pilihan Raya Malaysia SPR 2017, the number of commission members was increased to 3 persons following the formation of Malaysia in 1963. The additional member was either from Sabah or Sarawak and was appointed on a rotational basis where Yang Berbahagia Datuk Abang Haji Mazuki bin Noor from Sarawak was became because the first member to represent these two states. According to Article 114, the Federal Constitution was amended to enable the appointment of a deputy chairman in 1981. Mr. Abdul Rahman bin Abu Hassan became the first person to fill the deputy chairman's position, and in 2002, amendment to the Federal Constitution was approved to increase the membership of the committee to 7 persons, which is chairman, a deputy chairman, and 5 members, including 1 member from Sabah and Sarawak each. In order to hold out its functions, the committee formed a secretariat that was headed by a secretary. The secretary is a chief administrator to the secretariat. The first appointed secretary was Mr. H. Cassidy, who served from 1957 until 1958. In addition, since its inception in 1957 until 1978, the Commission's head office was located at Bangunan Sultan Abdul Samad, Jalan Kelak, Kuala Lumpur. While that, from 1978 to 1985, the Election Commission operated at Bangunan Yayasan Selangor, Jalan Bukit Bintang, Kuala Lumpur. And in 1985, it relocated to Bangunan Tong Ah, Jalan Punamli, and remained operational there until 1988 before shifting to Level 5-8 Menara Bank Pembangunan, Jalan Sultan Ismail, Kuala Lumpur. Lastly, in November 2000, the head office moved into its current location in Putrajaya.
The Election Commission is a body responsible for managing all election processes. Malaysia practice parliamentary democracy while maintaining a constitution monarchy. House Sultan or Yang di-Pertuan Negeri is constitution government for the state. Furthermore, according to the Federal Constitution, the responsibility of holding election with the Election Commission. The Election Commission is a body responsible for managing and supervising in all election matters. In Article 114 in the Federal Constitution of Malaysia, empower the Election Commission to hold general election in the Dewan Rakyat and state legislative, as well as by the election in the event of a vacancy. However, the Election Commission was established on 4 September 1957 in accordance with Article 114 of the Federal Constitution. Through the election conduct, there are a number of things that that have been identified, including the rule of the election itself. Among the functions of the election is conduct a study and redefine the election commission. Next, conduct voter registration and survey matters. In addition, conduct the general election commission or the state registration and conduct by election commission in the event of a vacancy. However, the function of election commission is establish a democratic government. The success of leadership should put. Furthermore, the function of the election commission is selection of the candidate to fill the highest government position. Another function of the election commission is election a representative to rule the state government. Lastly, the function of the election commission is strength, stability, and legitimacy in a political organization and community. The election used has a mechanism to maintain parliamentary democracy because it is a fair attitude because the people have the right to choose candidate for leader to lead them. This is because the election involves the people where the people will give birth to a strong administration by relying on how the rule provide in the Malaysian Constitution. With the election produced as well as election campaign and manifesto, the people are actually guided on how to choose the right leader to lead them.
Okay, my name is Nurfahana binti Muhammad Hafiz. My metric number is 2019233042. Okay, for this part, I will explain the impact of election commission in Malaysia. Okay, firstly, the election commission give treatments to all political parties in Malaysia. This is because to provide benefits of the election commission to the country. The government also has implemented various ways for the well-being of the citizens. For example, the election commission make policy strong election law. It is because for the system and relevant laws in this country. There are several components were given such as the interim report covering the electoral system, its governing body and etc. In addition, the electoral process, the code of ethics, law enforcement and so on. It can be implemented ahead of the 15th general election. This is because it only involves minor amendments to the electoral law and the federal constitution, while the rest will need to take a long time. Apart from that, it also recommends that election commission be empowered in the registration of political parties. It also authorizes the audit of election expenditure funds to prevent irregularities and abuse of power. This will give aspects of public order and high discipline to all political parties in Malaysia. Secondly, the election commission is successful in ensuring total distribution of voters in each area is relevant and fair. The ERC report contains several recommendations. It covers aspects that require amendments to existing laws or the enactment of new laws. This is to strengthen election management. Under the thrust of restoring the people's confidence and trust in the electoral management system, it is recommended that the election commission function be segregated and the process of appointing members of the electoral management body improve. The same goes for the abolition of the military couple and general operation force PAS as absentee voters, the registration of military and police personnel as voters according to the address of residence and so on. In addition, in line with the second core, the ERC lists 9 recommendations. These include improving the authority and resources of the electoral management body, strengthening the power to update voter register records, transferring the registration function of political parties to to the Election Commission, as well as providing the authority to guarantee media coverage to the Election Commission. In addition, improve campaign ethics. To make it easier for the people to carry out their voting responsibilities, the ERC recommends a system to improve voter categories by post, special voting methods, and improve the facilities and capacity of voting services. The ERC is very grateful and proud of the responsibility given by the government in helping to improve the electoral process. The ERC sees this belief as a golden opportunity to ensure that the people can enjoy better rights in the practice of democracy. Okay, thirdly, the process of electoral delineation is fair, transparent, and equal. The Election Commission emphasizes that the electoral system practiced in our country, Malaysia, is transparent and fair. Furthermore, not as described by certain parties. In the GE14, the Election Commission will also invite election observers to review the transparency of the election process. It consists of local and foreign observers. For example, local observers are representative of NGOs or any local organization that is eligible and neutral and does not side with any political party. In addition, international observers are comprised of various countries representing the Commonwealth, Asian, and so on. The regular observer plays an important role as an observer and monitor. It is for each voting process and counting at the polling station directly. It will ensure that all candidates running send their representative or agent to work during the election process. The Election Commission will announce the name of the representative or agent on duty on the day. This is because so that the people know that the election process takes place transparently and fairly. The presence of the candidate's agent as a third party proof that the Election Commission does not deny the right of observers to participate in the election process. Therefore, political parties should not be worried about.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Ain Afifah binti Saari and I'm from AM110-3D. So here I will present about the conclusion of our topic, which is the function of Election Commission in Malaysia. We can conclude that Malaysian Election Commission is a body that are really important to the people and also to our country, because in the election, we as a people of the country will choose the right person to govern our country. As we know, this body is given huge responsibility to handle the election process so that the election will run smoothly. As a Malaysian people, we must be proud of them because they do their job in fair. Lastly, we need to vote because it is our responsibility as citizens in order to maintain peace and harmony in the country. That's all from me. Thank you.